Okay, I'm going to do a new feature here. You really need to watch. You really need to watch this video. This is a good one. This is a good one. A lot of these nomads, okay, you know, it's kind of like 21 minutes, and you skim through it, and it's like that's a lot of shooting footage there in somebody's windshield, and you see a bunch of, and then there's gloppy food, and then there's this and that. He does do some food in this one. I'm not going to, tell you the lie, but. Good video here from Steve Wallace. This is really funny. It's hilariously great. It is, so Steve is our Canadian buddy, right? Hey Steve. I've never heard from him, so I don't even know if he knows my channel's around. But if you're out there, Steve, let me know if you watch. But anyway, this is a great video. He's found this housing development. They're still building out the development. And so he decides to camp out in the woods, where they're going to tear this woods down and make a park out of it. Imagine that. But anyway, so he goes and finds this housing development and goes out camping, and there's a chance for rain. There's a chance for some rain to come. And guess what? Thankfully it does, and we get a good video. Look at it. It's just pouring down. Not only rain, but it's hailing and sleeting, or sleeting. It's sleeting. It's chilly there. It's 40 degrees. And it's a thunderstorm and lightning, and Steve just, he just gets, yeah, look at that. That looks like fun, doesn't it? Doesn't that look like fun? And no shelter. He's got a sleeping bag. He's out in this woods, kind of near, an undeveloped road. So anyway, what do I say? You got to watch this video. It's a good one. It's one of his better ones. He always does good stuff. He always is camping in some weird place. It's usually somewhere, someone's backyard, or under a road or something like that. And anyway, so and he has that droll sense of humor. I don't know, that really adds to it. His personality is very oddly compelling. This is getting up in the morning. He's like soaking wet. He managed to stay pretty dry in his sleeping bag. The rain and the sleet didn't continue all night, but really, really good video there. And he has a certain let's just say a style that I really like. He's funny. The way he and then he's leaving the park, or leaving the little area of woods there, and he doesn't want anyone to notice him, or what would be suspicious, right? Because he looks like some sort of a homeless guy. So he ends up picking up litter and stuff as he's leaving, putting it in a little bag. So he says, he makes a joke about, he's doing his community service. Good video, always good stuff from Steve Wallace. This is a particularly good one. Watch all 21 minutes and 27 seconds of it, and it just it'll bring a light to your life on if today is not a great day for you, it's kind of a boring day. This will be definitely a nice. Watch all of it, okay? Yeah, Dave, watch all of it alert, because it's a good one. I do. The watch all of it alert. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Watch all of it. Watch all of it. Beep boop, 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 beep boop. If you want to see some more thunderstorm hiking, this is Syntax 77, our good buddy there, Sean, up in Delaware. He is hiking up in Pennsylvania there, and he gets caught in a storm, but luckily at least he has a tent going on there, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Ausia, brand new from Ausia there. She is in Sturgis, and she's heading west to go visit Scott and Terry, their destination open road, and a lot of smoke there. Anyway, so, again, these videos are kind of old, because after that, she went down to Bend, descend on Bend, and then she went back down to the compound there, the Panda compound. And the big party there for her is in a couple more days for her big 5-0 birthday. She's looking good, I'll tell you that. I don't know. She's I think, what do I say? She's looking good. Yeah. Maybe she's eating a little less of that gloppy food, but she's looking good. This is also good. I'm watching a lot of two expats in Mexico. Kuru is the name he goes by, and anyway, he and his wife, I believe, that's his wife, not his girlfriend, wife, but it's sometimes hard to tell on some of these channels, you know, his partner, they are living in Mexico, but he does a lot of videos about what it's like to live down there and all the different stuff you have to deal with. And he likes to go to the stores in Mexico when there's nobody around. You know, that, I mean, who wants to go shopping, especially in this day and age, in a crowded store? And especially, and then with the ATMs and stuff, but he's wondering why on certain days everything's jammed, and it doesn't go by the, you know, it's not like Tuesday. He likes to go Tuesdays, okay, because that's, he says that's a good day to go shopping without a crowd, but then some Tuesdays there's a big crowd there, and he suddenly figures out that Mexicans get paid on the 15th and 30th of every month. So if the 15th happens to be a Tuesday, then the Tuesdays, the stores are going to be crowded on the 15th, right? So that's a big deal there. So anyway, so if you live in Mexico, yeah, don't go shopping on the 15th or the 30th. But from Dave to D, he's starting to come out of the rabbit hole there and put some videos up. And this is, yeah, anyway, you know what that is about. Anyway, but he does think that Brian is probably long gone. And I think the same thing, too, that he's probably had time to get all the way down to maybe Guatemala or Ecuador. I think that's where he said he might be. And I think that's probably right. But we'll probably be proven wrong today. Stan Sasnak said that he was going to do a video hawking a flashlight that it's brighter than your high beams, and he lived up to that promise, so you can catch that one. Got the Germ has posted his videos of Dollywood. The Germ was down there at Dollywood, oh God, what was that, a month or two ago, and he actually stopped by here on his way from, he was hanging out in Charlotte at Carowinds, which is a big amusement park. What was that, July? I think it was in July, wasn't it? Something like that. And then he came here. And then, because we're right in between, we're right, you know, here the Camo Dave headquarters is right in between Carowinds and Dollywood. So he came here and we had some fun. So anyway, so he's finally posting his video of his exploits there with his family in Dollywood. And it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of crowds. Yeah, rocking the beard there. You better shave before you go back to work. You know, he's got a jobby poo. He's, you know, he does YouTube as a side thing. His big money comes from the job there up in New York. So he is. There he is. The Germ and Jenna Germ. So yeah, all right. Hey, one of our loyal viewers, Judy Zimshad, Judy Zimes, just a mere homesteader. Excuse me. She lives in northern Florida and she's got a big chicken ranch there. A big chicken ranch. Dolly takes a schwitz bath in Epsom salt for her bum foot and her bum. So, yeah, the chicken ain't feeling good. So a schwitz bath there for the chicken. So if you like chickens, you like chickens. She's got chickens, I think, even named after me. I think there's a Cammy and a Davy and all that other stuff. But you know, she deserves more subscribers because this is an absolutely wonderful channel. Judy Zimshad. She needs to be nicer though. She's gotten into some feuds there with some of the other folks here on my channel. But be nice to everybody, okay? Anyway, but she's got 120 subs. Let's see if we can get her up to 130. Okay, we got a new video here from somebody we don't mention. A mud hole, big mud hole there out at the Panda property, and they're driving around in the mud. So maybe they can have a big mud party. You know, instead of a zombie apocalypse party for Ausia on her birthday this coming up weekend, maybe they should just have everybody just jump in the mud. You know, RV camper Marie, that wonderful lady that I was hanging out with couple of weeks ago here in Morganton. She's out now in the northern Arizona area working at a fancy schmancy campsite near the Grand Canyon. She used to be a mud wrestler. She did. She actually has pictures she showed me when she was younger. She actually used to do professional mud wrestling, or I think it was professional. So, you know, maybe they could have a big mud wrestling ceremony there out at the Panda property for Ausia's birthday. At least, you know, hey, they're going to have 4 days, I think, the 4-day event there. Please, please, by the way, do not go there unless you've been invited, okay? Please, we implore you, implore you, don't go there unless you've been invited. You can't just stop by. But if you do end up going there and you got permission, all your paperwork to get your clearances, you can maybe do some mud wrestling there in the Blue Van Dan will take you on. Got a little bit of politics there from Campervan Kenny on his Facebook page. Apparently protests in France against vaccine passports. And so anyway, he says, is this implemented abroad? If this is implemented abroad or here, it is the death of freedom. I plan on dying free. You? Yeah. What do they say in New Hampshire? Live free or die, right? We got some good news from Kevin here on his Facebook page. He says the St. Joseph Cancer Institute doctors were unable to detect any new cancer. Thank you, Jesus. My urologist sent off several tests here, trying to get a handle on the infection from the stent. And anyway, and he is losing weight, so that's a good thing. So good. Anyway, so good news from Kevin there. He had a couple incidents when he was up in New Mexico at the mountains there of urology issues, that he had kidney stones and stuff like that, so he had to get that treated. But it looks like everything is checking out okay. So he had some tests there in Phoenix, and Camper Carol watched his dogs, along with, what's his name, Rod, service geezer Rod. And then I believe Kevin said he's heading north up into the Flagstaff area to hang out with his good buddy Felix, who's up there with some friends who have some health issues too. And the question now is are they going to be making the trip over to the Panda compound there, which is just to the west of Flagstaff for the big Ausia party? I don't know. We'll keep you updated. What else have I been watching? This is an excellent channel. It's called Fascinating Horror, the Eastland disaster. This was a boat that it was in the Chicago River in relatively shallow water back in the early 1900s, and it flipped over because ballast was wrong or whatever. A whole lot of people were in the ship at the time, and it actually killed more people. More people died in this than in the Titanic disaster. And yet, nobody's heard of the East. Have you ever heard of the Eastland disaster? Yet more people were killed in this flipping over of this ship on a calm day in a shallow water in Chicago, in the Chicago River, than were killed in the Titanic sinking. That's really fascinating information there. Fascinating horror. A good channel there. Really good channel. Check it out, okay? Practical Engineering, always a good channel. I always like watching that guy, whatever his name is. Anyway, how to repair an underground power line. This is a major power line in Los Angeles and how it got fixed back. It's a fascinating story. Freezing nitrogen stuff and all this crazy stuff. And what's this? What is this? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to watch that. I'm not watching that. Rosie's a nice person. All you people picking on Rosie, stop it. Stop it. That's what I have to say. Hey, that's all. That's it for today. Thank you so much. 22nd of September 2021. You all have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Vlog under.